Alright, guys, so I have a story to tell you guys about a dream I had at Orlando that took me a while to actually make a video on because I wanted to know if it make any sense. Told my sister this story, this dream, and it was phenomenal. So, those you guys don't know, I'm a big fan of the early 2000 cartoons like Danny Phantom, Kim Possible, The Mummies, stinking Jimmy Neutron, um, Avatar, The Last Airbender. And I make comic books out of the whole entire thing of a cinematic universe with the characters, like Avengers style. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, why'd you do Avengers style? That's pretty stupid and blah, blah, blah. It was a great idea I thought of, and back at the time, I had so many ideas, and it's just, So, if you guys want more dream stories, make sure to check out Dailyrex TV, where I will tell my dreams to Flame Ultra Gaming to him. And tonight we're gonna watch Avatar: The Last Airbender together, but we won't upload it until tomorrow, which will be one episode a week. So let you guys know. And he hasn't even seen the show. I seen the show. It's pretty dang cool. So get comfy, grab a snack, get a drink. Uh, you get it. I'm gonna go get me a quick cup of water real quick. Hang on a second. Okay, hang on. I'll be right back. Hello, Lubirds. Welcome to the stream. You're about to hear a story a dream that is fantastic. I just got back for using the restroom. If you guys have to use the restroom, I'll give you a second. Get a drink, get a snack. You know, get prepared because this is gonna get epic. Just wait for other people so they can show up, you know, and before we get into this whole dream situation, you know. Yep. Cause you're what? Bluebirds. Hey, I'm gonna say I'm still streaming because he probably doesn't know. Daily Reacts TV. Dream. This dream is amazing and you're gonna love it. If you do like cartoons that much, so. Or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like, that's who else is in the dream as well. Ah, man. Hang on, my dudes, my friends. This video will probably be like a long video, so be prepared. Be prepared. Alright. I'm an idiot. Why did I not look? Lou Bird. Be prepared. Internet slow. I gotta look for the right one. Wait. I think I found the right one. No. It has to be in my stinking subscription. Angel Fox, Love Fox. Lubert. He'll probably show back up. No, he didn't. Okay, I'm kind of getting worried now because he's usually show up in the video. He probably didn't hear my voice because you know my microphone was turned off completely. You know. Wait. I got an idea. There we go. Why did I not think of this at all? Go to my YouTube studio. And I can look and find that comment myself. I'm an idiot. Oh boy. I need some light in here. Alright. Whew. Alright. Alright, guys. Go to comments. Hey, you are going to miss miss a good dream. Please come back. To Alright, guys. I'm coming! Freaking siblings just keep calling my name. I'll be right back. Hi, I'll be right back. I'll tell you about the dream when I get back. Guys, dang. Alright, guys, you ready for the story? Ready for the dream? Alright, so practically, if you guys didn't know, Lubirds, you didn't know, I make comics of a cinematic universe of cartoon characters from the early 2000s through 2017 that I grew up watching. Danny Phantom, Avatar The Last Airbender, Kim Possible, Jimmy Neutron, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You name it. Not the shows like American Dragon or Lilo and Stitch. Those don't count to me. Okay? Just early 2000s and then maybe a little 90s show that my uncle told me about and I watched. So, here we go. Starting off, if you want, get a drink, get a snack, sit down and get comfy because this is going to be a long dang video, you know. And who's excited for me to tell you the story? I mean, I'm excited. This dream was fantastic. I had it at Orlando, man. It's insane. What about you, Lubirds? You excited? I'm gonna wait until you answer. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me, because I have the switch on a microphone. Hang on, I'm gonna check something. Oh, you are! Sweet! I'm gonna check if I'm working. My microphone is working. You know, yeah. Yep. I'm figuring it out if I should make it into a book or not, but that's legit. Up to you guys. See if I can find a way to publish the book, a story of this dream. You know, and maybe I will. Maybe I'll get Butch Hartman's help, who's the creator of Danny Phantom. Maybe. Okay. If it's working, it's working. Okay. Alright, so let's get into it, man. The dream. Where should I start? Right, in the beginning. So, it all started when I was back at the old house. I mean, I was at Orlando and I went to sleep because I didn't have a good day at that time. I was struggling, guys. I was struggling to come up with more content, struggling to make more comics, struggling to do anything, you know, struggling. I had some fights with my mom, I had some fights with my cousin, I had some fights with everyone in my family. It was awful. you know. And finally, I went to sleep because I felt terrible. Woke up all of a sudden in my old bedroom where this channel has started. It had my desk, my bed that has a desk, my old laptop, and none of my drawings were hanging. I didn't have the arcade machine right next to me. I didn't have everything I had except the movies. And it was and I thought to myself, am I really back in 2017? Was it all a dream? Starting Daily X Gaming, starting Daily X TV, actually drawing Danny Phantom, watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, all of that. I thought it was all a dream, including dating Gayla, my worst ex-girlfriend of all time. I don't want to mention her, but she's mentioned sometimes in the dream. Or my uncle, who's supposedly, I'm not going to say it right in this video, but I was walking around, and I went to call out for my family. Nobody was home. Legit, like, nobody was home. And I was kind of curious, like, why am I home alone? Because normally Mom doesn't leave me home alone. Because, I'm special. Then the phone rings. And, I went to go answer it, and you guessed who it was. You guys guessed. You guys guessed. Just say it in the live chats. And I'll answer it when you guess. I mean, pretty well. I'll be right back. I'm being called again. Did he just leave again? I just got back, guys, and a subscriber just left. I gotta see. Maybe he'll come back. Oh, you're here. Okay. Anyways, it was nobody on the phone. And I thought to myself, okay. I was like, why is somebody not calling? Why is somebody calling me, my mom? And I answered it, nobody was on the phone, nobody would answer. So I went upstairs, kind of curious what was going on, And then the comic book showed up of my Infinity Inc., which I call the team with all the animated characters I watched, and it has Aang on it. I'm like, I didn't come up with Infinity Inc. until like mid and like in 2018, And as soon as I go in there and I try to go touch it and figure out what was going on, guess what happened? Michelangelo's nunchucks pulled me into the comic book. I was screaming on the top of my stinking lungs. Like, I was really terrified. Like, tell me you would be terrified if you're getting dragged into something you didn't know it was, And I go, and I was dragged into a world. Another world, right? And when I woke up, kind of, I saw all the characters I watched. Danny Phantom, Aang, Zuko, Katara, be terrifying, yeah. Stinking, Teenage Raphael, Michelangelo, stinking, Jimmy Neutron. Well, Jimmy wasn't in the dream yet. He was in, like, a part where we're gonna get to. Yeah, like, all the characters, Sokka, you name it, except the characters I used, except Alex and Jimmy Neutron. We haven't got to them yet, you know? And anyways, I was so terrified. I'm like, I gotta wake up, wake up, wake up. I start slapping myself. And then Aang's like, it's no use, Bodhi. You're in a deep sleep. I'm like, wait, what? You are in a deep sleep. And I'm like, how the heck am I in a deep sleep? I'd never been in a deep sleep, you know? And he's like, well, we kind of put you in a deep sleep. I'm like, wait, what? I know. Oh, Flame, I'm telling my story on my dream, and you're gonna love it. It's a really good dream, okay? It's a really good dream, and I'll be telling more dreams on Daily Reacts TV, but not this one. I just wanted to tell it so bad. So grab a snack, grab some water, and you'll be into the story pretty soon, you know. And I was really terrified, and Aang stinking told me what was going on. He's like, we've been watching you since you were 15. Before the cinematic universe started, before I started rewatching cartoons, they're like, yeah, we've been watching you, and that's how you got back into watching old, like, the early 2000 cartoons. And I'm like, that's stinking terrifying to have your favorite animated show watching you, seeing what you did, you know, and just all of a sudden drag you into their world, you know. And where was, oh yeah, and basically Aang's like, yeah, we know you've been struggling with the whole Gala situation, the whole freaking your uncle situation, your whole family situation. Like, they know I was struggling not to make another comic. They know I was struggling to do YouTube videos too, because my videos went down back at the time before this all started, you know. Luberg, are you still here? Because you're gonna miss the good parts. Trust me. Like, they're pretty good. I don't want you missing them. And any questions before we get further in? Before we get further into the story. Any questions at all about Aang or any of them, like how they found out? Okay. Any questions, guys, about what's going on before I get further in? No? Okay. So I was a little worried, and I'm like, okay, so what do we do? And they're like, well, we need your help to make new comic books, to make new stories into our cinematic universe. To basically, they need my help to keep their story alive, keep their character arcs alive. Because if you don't know, fandoms of their characters sometimes go down, and they just need my help. Okay, good, Flames. They just need my help. You know, they need my help to let them relive their legacy, you know? Let people live their legacy and maybe bring them back, you know, in the way people wanted them to. That's what they were trying to tell me. And I'm like, okay. All of a sudden, Portal shows up. A portal shows up, stinking Fire Nations, the enemy of Aang, Katara, Sokka, Toph, Zuko. Fire Nation was like, give us the creator, which is me, the guy who brought the world alive again. Yeah, I know. Why would people want to come after me? I don't know. What do I want to be the title? Just, you come up with a title, Flames. I don't care. You do the better titles than me, you know. Where was I? Right. Why do they want to go after me? You guys asked me that. Like, I didn't know until then. Like, you guys could keep asking until, like, near the end of the dream, which is 3 hours. This dream is 3 hours long, by the way. So it lasted the whole night with me at Orlando when I had this dream. Anyways, where was I? Fire Nation attacked. They want me to... Oh, yeah. And Aang's like... Yeah, that's okay. Aang's like, I don't think so. So he uses his earth bending, his air bending, his water bending, and everything. Katara was leading me out. And that's when Sokka's like, get Bodhi out of here. So they had Aang, Katara, Danny, and me go through a portal. And you guys bet I was a little nervous because I always have them travel in different dimensions. They are all in a different dimension, but it's in the cinematic universe. Flames already knows this because he's one in the same class with me, and he sees me make these comics. You can even ask him. But the portal was a way different than I imagined it. A way different how I did it, you know, in the comics. I mean, I could show it on Daily Reacts TV right at when we start doing that Avatar: The Last Airbender episode, watching watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, which we are going to do tonight, but probably if he is not busy. I know. And they pushed me in, actually. They pushed me in the portal, and I went in the portal. Like I said, I wasn't used to going through different dimensions. Like, I wasn't thinking I was going to have to go to a different dimension, you know? And basically how it went is like Aang was gliding somehow in the portal. I didn't imagine what they would do if they were jumping through the portal. I just imagined what they would hop into the portal and just hop into the other dimension. I didn't imagine what they were going to be like being in a portal, because I don't know why I didn't think of that. So I probably need to write a book about how I did the whole portal situation thing. You think I should do that? Tell me in the live chats, because that would actually be great. But I'll tell you the idea how I came up with the cinematic universe at the time. Probably on Daily Reacts TV, and Flame will have to listen to it too, if he wants. But yeah, you think I should? That's cool. Thank you. Anyways, where was I? Do it? Yeah, do it, man. Just do it. I should. I should. Okay. Thank you. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, I was hopping through the portal, and anyways, I hop into the portal, and we went into Danny's world. Danny Phantom, Amity Park. You know, if you haven't watched Danny Phantom, watch the show. It's amazing. Even as Flames, he watches it. He watched it, and it was amazing. Anyways, we were at Amity Park, where Danny comes from, and he went unghost, and his parents already know it's the secret. Okay, if you guys didn't know, in 3 half seasons, kind of a little bit in season 2, his parents found out he was Danny Phantom. But then he erased his memory in season 2, and then they finally figured it out again in the last episode of season 3. Okay? I just wanted to give you guys the hint, asking why does his parents know that he's Danny Phantom. Anyways, Danny Phantom's real name is Danny Fenton. So his parents were asking, Danny Fenton, why is the creator here? Danny explains that they brought us here because they needed my help to keep their legacy alive. Like I said, keep their legacy alive in that. And Jack is like, why would you bring me here in the first place? That's pretty. Don't you think that's not smart? Even Maddie, Danny's mom. Danny's mom and dad is Jack Fenton and Maddie's Fenton. Okay, and Jack is the one who's insane with ghosts. Like, he is hilarious, you know. And he was played by Rob Paulson, by the way, who played 87 Raphael and 2012 Donatello. You know what was weird? Coming up with the comics, I'm going to get a sidetrack a little bit. Coming up with the comics, I didn't think that Jack Fenton would talk to Donatello in my comics. And looking back at one of them right now, I'm not looking at them right now, but looking back at them sometimes, I kind of did have Jack Fenton and Donatello from 2012 talk. It was pretty cool. It was pretty funny at the same time, but, that's funny. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, and they were like, why would you bring him back? Why would you bring him to our world? Why? And Danny's like, well, we have to, or else the Fire Nation will probably also hunting them. They're like, wait, the what? So Aang and like had to talk to them. Aang, Danny, and Leo had to talk to them. Yeah, Leo went with us. I forgot to mention Leo. Katara felt bad for me, so she gives me a glass of water. Say, hey, you want some? You look like you need some water. And practically, I was really scared. You know, I didn't know what I got myself into. You know. And, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm just scared because I'm afraid if I don't get back home, my mom would get worried and this whole Gala situation would not drop by me. And, you know, I was still worried. But Katara told me a really good life lesson. She's like, look, Bodhi, you don't need to worry about other people. Gala had her decision. She had her own decision. She made that choice to dump you. She made that choice to actually hate on you. That doesn't mean you don't worry about her. I mean, you don't. Well, I don't worry about her that much anymore. But that doesn't mean you just worry about her every day. She doesn't want to talk to you. She doesn't want to talk to you. That's simple. I'm like, you're right, Katara. You're right. Then she offers, hey, here, you need a hug. So I hugged her. I mean, you would have hugged your favorite animated cartoon. Like, tell me in the live chats if you would. I mean, it was amazing. I got to hug the Katara in my dream. It was pretty dang cool. Like, tell me in the live chats you would. Tell me in the live chats you would. I mean, I would. I would just still do it either way. Like, it's awesome. It was stinking awesome to actually get a chance to actually hug your favorite animated cartoon character, one of your favorite animated cartoon characters, you know? And it was a great experience to hug her, you know? Where was I? Oh yeah, when I was hugging her. I hugged her, and she's like, it's gonna be alright, we're gonna get you home, okay? Yeah. Well, I think Avatar: The Last Airbender is kind of like anime, though. But it's not for Nickelodeon. It's a cartoon. Anyways, I hugged her, you know, and she's like, it's going to be alright. We're going to get you home. All of a sudden, again... Yeah, probably premiere it again. All of a sudden, again, a portal shows up. What? Again. And the Fire Nation showed up and says, give us the creator or we will kill him. Well, not kill me. Kill the people you love. And, Leo's like, no, we're not doing it. We're not giving you Bodhi. Danny goes ghost. Aang went earthbending, and Aang told Katara, get Bodhi into the ghost portal, to the ghost zone, so we can go to find Clockwork. Because he was the reason how this whole portal thing started in my cinematic universe, you know? So, this was pretty cool for me, because I always wanted to see the ghost zone in person. If you guys don't know, Danny Phantom also has another portal where you can go to a place where ghosts are. That's where many Danny Phantom's ghost villains came from, if you didn't know. Come on, if you guys don't know Danny Phantom, check it out. It's a good animated show created by the Butch Hartman, you know. You guys want a drink, get a drink, and you know. Yeah. So we went in the ghost zone, right? In the ghost zone, just looking around, I'm like, this is actually really creepy than I thought it would be, you know? And Katara's like, I don't know how Danny could do it. So Aang was behind us. So is Danny, so is Leo. They were right behind us, and they're like, okay, let's go. Let's find Clockwork. Danny's like, okay, I remember where Clockwork was. Because if you guys didn't know, in Ultimate Enemy, an episode for Danny Phantom Season 2, that's where he found Clockwork, and he had to, you know, that's where time happened, and he had to meet his evil self, which is not in the dream, luckily, you know. It is. Anyways, we were in the ghost zone. We found Clockwork, and... Okay. We found Clockwork, and when we got on, boom. Clockwork's like, okay, I could send you guys to 2 dimensions. One can get Alex O'Connell from the Mummies, and one can get Jimmy Neutron. Danny decided, you know what, I'll get Alex. You know what, Leo, Aang, Leo, Aang, Katara, and Bodhi will get Jimmy. I will go get Alex. And I asked myself this after the dream. Why would Danny go by himself? Why can't he take Leo, Aang, or Katara with him? But, you know, that's just Danny, you know. So Danny hops in the portal first to go get Alex. We hopped in another portal to go to Jimmy. So before we get to Jimmy, we're at Alex O'Connell's training place. He's trained to be a Medjai, so he could fight Imhotep, a mummy, a guy who wanted the Manacle of Osiris, but the Manacle was destroyed in my comic. If you didn't know, I mean, you didn't know I made comics, so of course you won't know. But he was trained to be a Medjai, and he was the best Medjai out of them, in my opinion. And Danny hops in, and he's like, he goes unghosts, and he's Danny Fenton now. He went to Ardith Bay, who's the guy who's training him, and to Rick, Alex's dad, telling him, hey, we need Alex because there's been a problem. We didn't know it was going to be a big problem until now. Until we did it, you know. And Alex was called in by Ardith, and he was like, okay, what's going on here? And Danny told him that they dragged me into the world, and that the Fire Nation's after me, and that, well, they need his help. And he's like, why'd you bring Bodhi here? Because he destroyed my Manacle. He was the reason why I don't have the Manacle, because he was mad at me for letting him destroy the Manacle of Osiris. That was the only thing, apparently, that made him great. But in future, in this dream, I'll tell you what I said to him when we got to the point. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So I keep getting a drink because talking is really hard to talk and drink at the same time, you know. You guys would understand. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, Alex. Alex was so mad at me because I was the reason why he doesn't have the Manacle anymore. So, you know. So we went to Jimmy's world, to Jimmy Neutron's world. He was working on an invention, upgrading Goddard, his robot dog. I mean, if you guys haven't watched Jimmy Neutron, that's a good show to watch too. Or there's a movie. You can watch the movie. It's on Netflix. I mean, boom. You know? Anyways, we hopped in, we got there, and he's like, okay, guys, I don't know why you got, and he looked at me, and he's like, screaming, why did you bring him here? You know what was bad was gonna happen. And I'm like, we made a promise to him. I'm like, promise to who? And Jimmy gave me the look, and he's like, I guess we gotta tell him. So he took me into this farther in his lab, and he showed me a picture of him and my grandfather standing right next to each other. And if you guys don't know, my grandfather recently passed away when I was 5, and that got me, man. I'm trying not to cry, man. I'm trying not to cry. Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy. Ah. Anyways, they're like, yeah, we knew your grandfather, and, you know, we decided, you know what, we didn't want to tell you. We promised him we would take good care of you. We promised him that I know. We promised him that we can help you create more people, have other people enjoy your stories, other people enjoy your videos and everything. And I'm like, why didn't he tell me this? He's like, well, he didn't want to tell you that because our shows didn't exist at the time when you were a kid and when you were born. So we waited until you were like 5 or 6, our shows went on. And Kim was all the way back, okay? So if you guys didn't know, Kim, Sokka, Zuko, and the others who were fighting the Fire Nation back in like Aang's world. You agree with it, with Jimmy? Okay. Are fighting this Fire Nation, right? I'm just standing there really nervous, like, why am I even in this world and what is happening, you know? And now the Fire Nation's after me, and I was nervous. And I told Jimmy, like, so my grandfather knew you, and he's like, yeah, it's awful when we heard he passed away, and, we made a promise to him. All of a sudden, again, Fire Nation popped up, boom. Freaking Fire Nation all over Jimmy's house. And I'm like, when will they ever give up, man? So, all of a sudden, Danny and Alex hops out of to Jimmy's world and said, "Okay, we got Alex. What do we do now?" They're like, "Well, we got to meet the others." Okay, fast. Okay, now getting out of my focus and like the focus I was in, back to the other characters that stayed behind to fight the Fire Nation to distract them. Tell me you wouldn't agree. Tell me if you agree if they would have stayed and protect me. You know. It was a great decision, I think, in my opinion. Tell me in the live chats right now if you agree they should have done that, or they should have not have done that. The Fire Nation never gives up. I know. Anyway, where was I? Right, they were fighting the Fire Nation. They're like, okay, we gotta find Bodhi and the others right now. So we're gonna hop in another world right now. And they went and tried to look for us. So all of a sudden, we're back here. I'm back in my world, you know, in our world, you know. But not as you expect. I'm kind of a spirit now, like Danny. And, why'd you say that, Flames? Why'd you say that? Man. Oh, man. Where was I? Where was I? Oh, yeah, and I got to go back to my memories when I was little, right? And when I was little, I saw a flashback of me watching all of their shows. And at the time, I was with my uncle as well. And my uncle is now somewhere I'm not going to say. But if you understand, it's somewhere I don't want to talk about where he's at right now for something he didn't even do, in my opinion. We went back to him now, and he's like, gosh, I miss Bodhi. And I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry here. Oh my gosh. Oh! Trying not to cry. This had so many good ways to keep you not to cry, man. It's such a good story. It's such a good dream, man. Like, it was so, like, I don't know how I had a big imagination like that, a big way to have a dream like that. Because apparently, if I don't wake up, I forgot to say this. Jimmy said, if I don't wake up, I will die in my sleep. I'm stuck in a world, and if I don't wake up, I will die in my dream. I could say it again. I will say it again if I have to. You know. And, like I said, it got me. Like, I was like, holy cow. Like, I was not expecting this. Like, you know, and Aang's like, your uncle would have wanted you to continue your legacy, your, you know, comic legacy, your YouTube legacy, everything you have done, he would have want you to still continue. Like, why else have he supported you throughout the years of you drawing Danny Phantom or Jimmy Neutron and all of that? It's because he wants you to be big. And I think that's why we brought you here, because you were struggling, because you couldn't agree that he would have still been in here. If he would have still been in there, would not be in here, he would have not have been the person he wanted you to be. And I'm like, why'd you bring me here then, Aang? He's like, we need your help, man. The Fire Nation's now after you, but the only reason why we, you know, that we need your help is because our world is going to be divided and won't be the same, like, without you creating our world. Don't tell me that wouldn't make you feel good if he said that to you guys. Don't, like, say that in the live chats. I don't care what you guys say. I mean, I would care what you guys say. But just tell me in the live chats if you would, like, not you would get touched by that. I got touched by it, man. Aang said that, man, and it touched me, like, it was such, like, man. Anyways, where was I? One person just left. There's only one person left. Okay. Who's here? Who's not here then? Like, is it Flame Ultra Gaming? Is he not here or what? Is he not here? Like, dang. Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Just got a thing from Pixel Gamer 06. Okay, you guys are still here. Oh, you're still here, Loopbirds. Anyways, Aang, all of a sudden, Fire Nation shows up again. Bang, 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 bang. All of them were fighting over. And all the others showed up, like the other ones who stayed behind to protect me, showed up and said, okay, we're going to have to fight these Fire Nations again to get Aang and Bodhi out of here. And this was cool. Aang okay, if you don't know, Aang's an airbender. He's an air nomad. He has this glider that he can just well, he has a new glider because his old glider got destroyed in season 3. But this is like the season 3 Aang when he got a new glider and he has a skull on his back. But anyways, he's got on his glider. He's like, let's go. So I got on his glider and I see Alex just struggling to fight, like bang, bang, and he's all knocked down all of a sudden. And I swear this was the stupidest decision I have ever made. I jumped off the glider, ran right to Alex. And he's like, stay away from me. You're the reason why the manacle's not with me anymore. You're the reason why I don't have the manacle, why I'm not the person I am today. Then finally, I'm like, you know why I added you in the cinematic universe? Why I destroyed the manacle? Because I didn't think of you just a guy with the manacle who would just, you know, fight with just one thing on his arm. I picked you on this world to fight with the other characters, the other people you're fighting with. Hello, Octogamer.
Can I have a piece of paper?
Hi, Octogamer. I'm just telling people my dream. And it's, you missed really good parts. Really good ones. Anyways, where was I? It's been a while, yeah. It's been a while. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, right. Practically, I told Alex, look, you're only great because what you did. That one episode you did when you had to fight Emotep without the manacle, I would not have the guts to do. To grab the Magi medallion. I would not have the guts to just fight an evil mummy and just get powers all of a sudden. I don't have the guts for that, but you do. That wasn't the only reason why I picked you, though. The reason why I picked you is because I knew you could be a great character without the manacle, without the medallion of the Magi. I know you could be a great character, a great person. So after that, Alex was like, "You sure about that?" I'm like, "Heck yeah, I'm sure." I wouldn't have the guts to do the things you would have done, you know? And that's when he was like, you're right. Thanks, Bodhi. So he went up back into the fight, right? All of a sudden, Fire Nation's right behind me, and he grabbed me and put me in a portal. And Leo's like, Aang, go after him. Aang glided, and I went through a portal, and he went through a portal. But I don't know where he was. And the others are like, knocked down the Fire Nation. The Fire Nation retreated, got out, and they're like, they actually got Bodhi. What are we gonna do? And Katara's like, we're gonna get Bodhi back. We're gonna do everything we can to bring him back to his home, bring him home before sunrise. If his mom doesn't know he woke up, he's gonna be dead. So they had Donatello has that portal gun like in my comic, which I didn't know it was gonna look really cool in dream form, like in Turtle 2012 formation, you know. Shoots the portal gun, goes through it, and you know the thing. I went in there and they took me to the Fire Lord, which is Fire Lord Ozai. If you guys don't know, he's the reason why Aang's the only airbender in Avatar The Last Airbender, you know. Anyways, Fire Lord Ozai said, "Hi, Bodhi. I heard you make comic books." And I'm like, "Yeah." And you're like, with the Avatar, with the Ghost Boy, with the Boy Genius, with all of them. I'm like, "Yeah, I make comic books. Why? Why do you want me? Why do you want me so bad? Why are you after me?" He told me the reason why. And you guys ready for the reason? Yeah, I want you guys to guess why he wanted me for a reason. You guys guess. You guys guess. Loobirds, Octogamer, Flame Ultra Gaming, you guys guess. I don't, like, you know. Dang. Dang. No guess? You don't know? Okay. He wanted me to make a comic book out of him. Just him. Defeating the... He's like, I want you to make a comic book of me defeating the Avatar, defeating Danny Phantom, defeating all of them. Hi, Flames. Defeating everyone I known. At first, I was like, okay, I'll do it, but then I thought what my mom would say. I'm like, what would my mom think? What would my fans think? What would everyone I know that cares about me think? I know, selfish. Then I said no. I said no, Fire Lord Ozai. The Avatar is going to defeat you. I don't care how hard he's going to beat you. I don't care if you kill me. I'm not making a comic book of you. Because if you didn't know how hard I work on my family, with my comics. I love my family. I love my moms. I love my comics. I love the characters I got in this world. I am not making a comic book about you. And what did he do to me? He firebend threw a fireball right at me. Firebend like, boom, and just hit me. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know. I was hurt. Like, I didn't hurt. I didn't get hurt that bad. But and he's like, you know what? Then you shall die. Oh, 5 views. Jeez Louise for the story. 5 views shows up. Dang. Oh my gosh, man. Anyways, all of a sudden, Earthbend on top of me. Aang shows up and he's like, the Avatar. And he's like, yeah, Fire Lord Ozai, I'm here to stop you. And all of a sudden, the whole team, and it played that, okay, I know this is going to get mad. You guys are going to get mad about this. They played the Avengers theme song, like that Avengers Endgame theme song where Captain America and all of them were on the freaking, you know, and Captain America, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, grabs the hammer and he's like, Avengers assemble. No, the whole team of Infinity Inc., the Turtles, the stinking Sokka, Toph, Zuko, all of them were like combined. Danny flew back and Aang was fighting the Fire Lord, you know, and I came back with them and Kim says, Infinity Inc., attack. And then Sokka and them were fighting. I was kind of fighting too, you know, even though I didn't know any skills. It was kind of sad for that to happen, you know. And stinking, at the time, Sokka's like, I have an idea. We need Toph to metal bend the blimps so we can knock down. And this is kind of like the ending for Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 3. If you guys haven't seen it and you don't want to get spoiled, leave this video because there's stuff that still happened in my dream that was in this season. But if you want to be spoiled and you just like this video because of me, thank you very much. But anyways, he's like, I have an idea how we can get the blimps. We need Toph the metal bend. And I'm like, I'm going with you then. Katara's like, no, you're not going. I'm like, Katara, I'm sick and tired of sitting in the sidelines. I need to do something, man. Because if I don't do something, then I will never find a way to get home and you guys will never win this war. Like, don't you guys agree? If I would have not have done something, like, say it on the chat. If I would have not have done something, I would have just, you know, sat in the sidelines and let them fight. No, I went up there and said, if I don't do something real quick, this war will never be won by anyone so far, you know. Lubirds, you say something. You're like, yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, if I haven't done anything, I would have, you know, and Katara's like, are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, I'm doing this for my family, my fans, and my mom. Because I really want to make my mom proud, right? She's like, fine, you can do it then. So I went with them. And it goes back to Aang and the Fire Lord fighting, and he's just firebending. And Aang is just hiding in his earthbending, like, really nervous. And it was 100 degrees. Like, I could feel it in the dream. I legit felt it. And Aang, all of a sudden, he's like, come out, Avatar! And actually threw a freaking fireball, and boom, Aang just, boom, hit the rock on his back where he got the scar from Season 2. And it triggers the Avatar state. Which, well, if you guys don't know, all of his tattoos, he had tattoos of arrows on his head and that. You can look up a picture of Aang when you're done with this video. He went to the Avatar state and started doing all the elements. Water, fire, earth, air, all of it together and started beating him. The Fire Lord is like, okay, I'm still gonna fight. I still have to do this to win against the war. Okay, so we went on the blimp. The blue arrows, yes, the blue arrows on his head. And I'm on the blimp, and Toph is metal bending, right? And all of a sudden, the Fire Nation starts throwing fire at us, and like I'm trying to stop him like the best I can. I'm like, Toph, hurry up, metal bend, so we can get out of here and do things. So she does it, and we just got knocked down. We got knocked down, and Toph was all the way in the bottom. I was in the middle. Sokka was right behind me, and I grabbed her foot. And Sokka twisted his ankle, and he's like, ah, my foot. And I thought I was done for. Like, I thought I was done for, And Sokka's like, I guess this is the end, guys. I'm like, if I don't make it, tell my mom I love them. Tell my mom I love them. Tell my fans I love them. Tell everyone I do I love them, And all of a sudden, Suki, Sokka's girlfriend, I never mentioned her in the dream, but she apparently shows up out of nowhere. I don't know why. Chops it, goes in, and she's like, somebody needs a lift? And I'm like, well, that's cool. And Sokka's like, oh, Toph? Zuki? Not Toph. Zuki, this is Bodhi. He's the creator of our world, of the cinematic universe. She's like, it's a pleasure to meet. And I'm like, pleasure's all mine. It's pretty cool that I got to meet all of the cartoon characters. Anyways, Aang is fighting, and he's like, Fire Lord Ozai, it's time to end this. But then all of a sudden, Aang's like, I can't do this. I can't kill the Fire Lord. So he stops, and he's like, no. And this happens in the show, too. I'm not going to end it like this. And the Fire Lord's like, even with all the power you have of the world, you are still weak. And all of a sudden, Aang just earthbends his hands, pushed the rocks down, did his thing, put his one hand on his forehead, one hand on his chest, right? Imagine they watched you do this. I know. And all of a sudden, Aang started glowing blue, his eyes and his whole body started glowing blue. The Fire Lord is glowing red, And it's just like the episode, only you have to be unbendable. Or if it happens, and if you don't, you get destroyed. And all of a sudden, it looked like Aang was about to die. It looked like Aang was about to be destroyed, right? All of a sudden, psych, all of him turned blue, and then all of a sudden, the blue blimp, and it played that song that always reminds me, watch the scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and go all the way to the end when he takes away his bending. It played that music, too, and he gets him down, and he's like Aang stands up a little bit, and he was kind of a little weak, and Fire Lord Ozai is like, what did you do to me? And he's like, Aang said, I took away your fire bending. You won't be able to hurt anyone ever again. And what he did, he water bends the fire and did everything he can, and everyone was cheering. I was happy that everything was fine. And then finally, the next time, Zuko, I forgot to say, Zuko was fighting his sister, right? And he won. That was not an interesting part, in my opinion. But if you guys want me to tell you that side on another video, I will tell you that on another video sometime. But anyways, we're back at the Fire Nation's headquarters, right? Zuko is becoming the Fire Lord next. And Katara and Sokka see their dad, because their dad went into war with them, and Danny was like, hey, you want to meet Katara's parents? Dad? I'm like, I don't care. And Katara, in the show, Katara and Sokka's dad said, sorry, he's like, already 1 hour, whoa, I know. And he's like, I heard what you guys did today. I'm the proudest father in the world. And your mother would be too. And then Katara was like, oh yeah, Dad, this is Bodhi. He created our world. And he's like, it's a pleasure to meet you, who helped us fought this war. I'm like, pleasure's all mine, sir. It's thanks to your daughter that helped me grow up, And then Zuko comes out, and he's like, please, the real heroes is the Avatar and Bodhi. And they push me on the stage, and he's like, finally, this war is over. I promised my uncle I would restore honor of the Fire Nation, and I will. 100 years fight was, 100 years fight left us all unforgivable and left us scarred for life. But with the Avatar's help and Bodhi's help, we can help get our world back in the right path. With love, peace, and honor. And all of a sudden, they have the Fire Lord thing, and he's like, "All hail Fire Lord Zuko!" and made him the Fire Lord, right? And all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there hanging with the other crew, really happy. Stop, Callie. I have a dog in here now. I don't know why my siblings keep barging in, why I have a video going and bring me a dog. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, and Sokka was like, "Stop moving, Zuko. I'm trying to get the moment." You too, Bodhi. I wanted to do a painting, so we always remember the good old days. And Katara's like, "That's very thoughtful of you, Sokka." And she's like, "Wait, why'd you give me Momo's ears? It's in the cartoon as well." And he's like, "Those are your hair loopy." Callie! I'll be right back, guys. Where was I? Oh yeah. And he's like, "At least you don't look like a porcupine. My hair is not that spiky. I look like a man." That Zuko's girlfriend said. Then I just Aang just walked out, and they're like, "You're in this too, Bodhi." I went to go look, and I was a midget in the picture. Yeah, you guys could laugh. I was kind of the midget, you know. Man. And then I walked out to go see Aang, and I'm like, "Hey, what you doing?" He's like, "Oh, just coming out here to get some air." Then finally I said, "Aang, I want to thank you, because if it weren't for you, I would have never realized that people needed me more than anyone else, you know." And he's like, "I want to thank you too, Bodhi, because without you, our world would not be divided, and you would have never helped me fight the Fire Lord." And I'm like, "Yeah." All of a sudden, Katara's walking behind me, and I'm like, I wish you luck with her. Because if you guys don't know, Aang and Katara have a crush on each other. And just like the ending of the episode, and it didn't end there, okay? Aang and Katara finally kissed and got together, right? Then they're like, okay, not Zuko, Donnie said, "Aang, Katara..." I'll be right back. So they said it was time for me to go home. I went on where the portal would have gone, and I said, "Thank you all for bringing me here, for making me realize that I could do more things, more YouTube, more comics. So thank you." And I promised him as soon as I got home, I would make a new comic. And they're like, "Okay." And Zuko's like, "You're welcome anytime you want." I'm like, "Thank you, Fire Lord Zuko." And he's like, "Just call me Zuko." So Zuko's like, "All right, Donnie, send him home." And Donnie's like, "Thank you." "Okay, Fire Lord Zuko." Shot the portal gun. I went in the portal, and I woke up. I was back to normal, back home. I was happy. Man, this dream taught me a lot of things, and it's a great story to tell. Share this to anyone. who would, who would be there to hear the story, to hear what I've been through in that dream. It's like one of the craziest dreams I had. I know, what a perfect ending. I know. Tell me, you guys, what your favorite part is in the dream. Just tell me. I mean, Aang take away Fire Lord Ozai's bending, or just in general my whole time lessons with the dream. You tell me in the live chats, man. Man. And the thing is like this dream, when you went through that portal and saw all of them, yeah, that was your favorite part? Also the ending. What, with Aang and Katara, or me just, like, with the Zuko situation, becoming Fire Lord and all of that? Like, man. You could talk about it, Lubirds, on your channel when you record sometime. Like, talk about it on camera when you show your face. Like, tell them what you think and tell them to check out my video. I don't know, but, like, this dream should be told by a lot of people. The Zuko situation. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. And then the whole thing with Aang take away his bending, like, I was not expecting him to still do that in my dream, but so what's the lesson is also when you guys were all fighting. Yeah.
Cody,
Yeah.
they want you to
Well, everything was good. So good. Really. So I think I'm probably going to write it into a story. Get permission from all the executives, maybe, and have people read it, because this story should be told by everyone. And I'm pretty sure people will watch this video and be like, holy cow, this guy has the most craziest dream, and it's like a movie. It is like a movie, And the Fire Lord, though, the Fire Lord, though, he was selfish. I don't know why he wanted me to make a comic of him so bad, because he just wanted me. In the end of the day, though, guys, even if you have a dream of a villain just talking to you, wanted you to make a stinking comic about them, don't. Or just, if the person just begs you to do something, just don't do it, even if it hurts you. I mean, I was taken down by firebending, and I felt that pain, and it hurt. But yeah, guys. Yeah. Who liked the part where Aang took the Fire Lord's bending away? Like, that one was really, really awesome. To have a dream like that, I know, man, I know. Me, that was nice.
Cameron needs you.
I'm gonna end the video here before my siblings drive me even more crazy, but if you guys have any more questions about the dream, comment down below. I'm probably gonna keep this up. Probably still gonna have it up either way. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on your notifications, and yeah, check out all the shows I have mentioned on this dream. Like, they have such good experience. Aang, Zuko, Danny, all of them. And if you guys want to watch this video again, just watch it. Like, you will listen to the story and understand what I think. I think I can look back on this video every time I have a crappy day, or I'm not coming up with a new comic. I can listen to the story again and watch this video, and it'd be easy. So like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on your notifications so you be notified every video I make, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, subscribe to my other channel, DailyReacts TV. Peace.